Hi everyone, Steph here. This is the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to another picture book recommendation video. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 Indigenous picture book titles with you. I actually have a whole stack more and I'm hoping to do more of these, but I just wanted to pick out 3 today. This is probably my fastest growing collection in my picture book life at the moment because I am loving the number of books that are being written by Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and from all across Australia, because each group across the country has their own traditions and language and culture. There are similarities between all of them, but there are also differences, and we are getting now a lot of books that feature dual language. So you have the Australian English alongside the traditional language of the people where the book was written. And it's really great to compare those differences when you read them with kids. As we begin this, I do want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands on which I'm filming this video. The Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people of Australia are the original storytellers. And I would like to acknowledge and pay my respects to their elders past and present, and extend that to any Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander or First Nations people who might be watching this video. I do have my acknowledgement of country in my videos now, but I did want to speak that out loud while I'm filming this video because I'm obviously talking about these titles and it's really, really important to me. As an educator, I am always striving to increase my own knowledge and to include these stories and Aboriginal perspectives in my classroom in the most respectful way that I can. Let's talk about these books because I'm really excited about them. So the first book I want to talk about is No Way Yirrikipayi, which is a story by the children from the Yirrikipayi school in Melville Island with Alison Lester, who is an Australian picture book icon. This is the story of Yirrikipayi, who is the crocodile, and the story is set in the Tiwi Islands. Yirrikipayi is hungry, so he goes out hunting and he chases animals in the sea and on land. And as he crosses paths with all of these animals, we learn their Tiwi names. So we get a lot of the language as well as the story, and it's really, really fun. In the back of the book, you get a bit of information about how this book came to be. So this was published by the Indigenous Literacy Foundation here in Australia, which is an incredible organisation, and I love to go through and browse the books that they have coming out. So they went to Yirrikipayi, sorry, I think I said that wrong before, community, and it's an island community with about 500 people, and they have about 80 students at the school, and the Indigenous Literacy Foundation went to the school with some ambassadors and Alison Lester, and they did some workshops with the kids, and this is the book that they came up with. So it's a really fun one. My class absolutely love this. They love saying Yirrikipayi's name because it is really fun, and they love learning all of the different animal names. And they have these gorgeous illustrations as well. Next up is another book that was published by the Indigenous Literacy Foundation called I Saw, We Saw. Again, this was written in conjunction with a primary school, this time in Nullumbai. And at the start of the book, it says the Yolngu are the Indigenous Australian people of Northeast Arnhem Land in the Northern Territory of Australia. This book is written in English with some of the Danu sublanguage. It even goes into a little bit about why the letters are represented the way that they are. And it is a really good, gorgeous story as they go traveling and they spot different animals throughout the story. And it's the animal names that are usually told in the traditional language. And then at the end of the book, the one thing that my class really loved when we read this, which is at the very end, you have all of the animals, plus you have their English names. So we actually spent a lot of time reading it and then coming back to this page and trying to see if we could match the names to the animals, and the kids adored it. So this is a really, really fun one if you are looking to explore more of the traditional languages. And this one is more of a fun one, particularly for younger readers, because it is a counting book, and it's called Bush Bash by Sally Morgan and Amberlynn Quay-Mulliner. And this is a mother-daughter duo, I believe. I have read books previously by them separately, but this is one of the ones that they worked on together. And it is the story of a dingo who is going dashing off through the story, and as he is dashing off across the pages, he comes across all the different native animals, and you have the most gorgeous illustrations in this book. And obviously it's a counting book, so you have the numbers. So this one is a fairly simple one, but it is a really gorgeous one if you're looking for a gift for someone, because it does have the Australian native animals, and it's just really bright and colourful to look at. There will be a part 2 of this. I need to go into work and swap out some of my picture books so that I can share some more titles with you, because there are some truly magnificent titles from the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and the books that they are coming out with are just amazing. In the comments, I would love for you to let me know if you've picked any of these up, or if you're interested in looking at more of them, or if you are familiar with other Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander or First Nations people picture books, feel free to leave me recommendations in the comments. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.